What's up, queens? Welcome back to another video. If you are interested in seeing how I accomplish this beautiful crochet style, go ahead and stay tuned, guys. So as per usual, I'm gonna start off with super clean hair, and of course I blow dried it and stretched it. Let's take a moment to appreciate the length that I have gotten, you guys. If you don't remember, I did have a short tapered cut, and now I'm in the process of growing my hair out. So this is the results, and she is growing. So I'm gonna go ahead on and start off by parting my hair. I'm gonna section off the part in the front so that I can create my two braids, and I just wanted to part it and kind of get it out of the way because I wanted to do the crochet style in the back first. So now you guys should see me going on and parting to create my braids for my crochet. I didn't do anything glamorous or anything, just a quick little braid pattern. As you guys can see, I'm showing you how the back looks. And of course I added a little bit of extension here just so that it can stay a little longer and be a little stronger. So you guys are going to see me kind of do this all throughout in the back. Just enjoy watching, guys. You guys can see, this is how the back ended up looking. Nothing too hard, just simple braid pattern. So I'm going to go ahead on and start adding my crochet hair. So what I used is called the Springy Afro Twist, and it's by the brand Expression, and it's in the color number 1B, 16 inches. So if you guys can see, as I was trying to show you, is that they already come pre-separated by their pieces. So what I did was just grab the pre-separated part that they had, and I just pulled it apart. And so it's going to kind of move a little fast, you guys, because it's kind of repetitive, but I'm just adding in my hair, just adding it all within the back. If you've ever done crochet, you see you just continue adding until you get the desired puffed look. And of course you're trying to make sure you cover up your braids, which wasn't really that hard with this kind of hair since it's so poofy. So again, I'm just going to continue doing this throughout. Another thing I did want to point out is that with this hair, it was really hard for me to try to put it into the crochet hook just because it didn't have a loop, whatever. It didn't have a hoop, so I ended up having to twist it and then put it into my crochet hook. So that helped me out a lot to create my own loop, and it just made it a lot easier for me to be able to install it into my hair. So continue watching, guys. We are almost done, as you can see. And to make sure that it kind of looked like it was coming out of my scalp from that parting you guys see, I just added as much as I possibly can in those parts just to make sure I cover it all up. And as you guys will see, it did look like it came exactly out of my scalp. And that's the benefit about this hair, is that it mimics your natural hair so well. This is pretty much how my hair looks when it's not blown out or blow dried. So it just made it very easy to install and very easy for it to look natural. As you can see, she is nice and poofy. She is moving, she is flowing. I do not like stiff hair, so I love that it is nice and flowy. And of course with this style too, you don't want it to look super perfect, so that's why I tried so hard not to tame the curls. Of course I cut a little bit. I tried to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I tried to shape it, but of course I did not go all in depth with that. So So for the front part, I mean, it would have been nice to just put a part going straight back, but of course I wanted to do something just a little bit different. So instead of doing a straight back part, I did a little zigzag, as you guys can see, and my hair was extremely dried, so I had to make sure that I moisturized everything. I think I failed to mention that in the beginning. After I did my braiding pattern, I did add a little bit of my oil because my scalp was extremely dry. So these products that I'm using, they're all really, really good to moisturize your scalp, and that is exactly what I needed. So of course, I don't know if you guys have ever tried this before, but trying to do your own feed-in braids, and of course also trying to make it stitch. I tried, but of course it was a little bit of a challenge, but it still came out amazing. It came out beautiful. And I just left this in real time, almost slow-mo for you guys so that you can see, you know, everything that goes into it. It's not just, you know, braid down, but of course you're feeding in, and at the same time you're trying to keep it nice and neat. So it does take a little bit, and of course I look silly with my face. Everybody has a face when they are doing something, they're trying to concentrate on something. So this is my face. I know I look crazy, guys, but you'll see in the end that it came out looking really, really beautiful. So of course I'm just gonna do this on both sides, and you guys will see me fixing it up to make it look nice and sharp. This hair that I use, the braiding hair that I use, is also by the brand Expression. It's the pre-stretch, and I believe this is the 1B27. Can't remember what it is, but I didn't get this hair for anything in particular. It was just some hair that I had left over from, you know, another hairstyle that I had. So I just put it in. I knew that the ends wouldn't show that much, but it would also still give it somewhat of a slight highlight, and that's kind of what I wanted. So just ended up using that, you guys, and as you'll see in the ending, you really didn't even see the blonde part, so it worked out. I remember when I first learned how to do feed-in braids, I just remember putting the same size of braiding hair in there, and of course that gave me a beautiful evened out braid, but I just couldn't figure out how to make the braid get bigger and bigger and even bigger as it gets down. But I found that as I add in the feed-in hair, I am adding pieces that are slightly bigger than the one previous, so that is what gives me that thick, fuller look, especially when you start to get to the bottom. And if your hair is natural, you have to make sure that you tame that natural hair, otherwise it's going to stick out of your braids. So as I was braiding down, I was adding product in there, and I was also combing and brushing my hair so that it can blend perfectly with the braiding hair, as you guys can see. as you can see, you guys, I do have thin edges, and I promise you it's not due to any damage or anything. It's just genetics. I've always had thin edges. So what I usually do is use my brown colored edge control, and that usually just helps me to fill in some of the shaded or some of the areas that are light. It makes it look a little bit more fuller. And of course, this is Braid, so I'm going to go ahead and add my mousse and wrap it and just let it sit so I can have a nice sharp and tamed look. And I'm not too crazy about baby hairs or anything like that, so I just use my edge control to just do a nice little swoop, you guys, and that's it. And here is the final result, you guys. These are my favorite styles, especially with the poofy hair. It just gives me African vibes, black girl vibes, and you just feel so beautiful and so powerful with your nice poofy, beautiful hair. I mean, all hair is beautiful, you guys, but I just love the way that this hair just poofs out and it's so flowy. It's just amazing. So if you guys have ever tried this hairstyle, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know how it worked out for you, what products you use. If you guys really enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and give it a nice little thumbs up, you guys. And of course, I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye.